because of cultural differences, perspectives, and understandings, religions, and so on and so forth.
But that's
There's not.
That's us.
But that's the shit that's fucking not having us come together and fucking evolve, bro, as a species, as a race. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers is wanna still.
You might be right, bro.
Do you feel like when people die, there is still some type of connection to the plane of existence? Or do you think that is another fragment of people's imaginations?
No, I don't think it's like I told you I practice and all that. Like, remember I asked you about this?
If this is something,
I was like, nah, like that shit is really real. Like, and I don't have an answer for that. Like, cause that shit's spooky real. I used to want to know everything. I do not want to know everything, my nigga. Like,
that goes back to that shit that I showed you with the tree, right? With the 2 eyes closed and the 1 eye open. You gotta be hungry for the shit. Like, you gotta.
That's the separation, you feel me, from the people that make it and who don't make it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the everybody can't go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless everybody put in the same work and put the work in. You feel me? Like, and how hard is the work? Like, is it really that hard?
Nah, it's actually just a habitual practice. I do things with so much heart and so much soul and so much purpose that I see through everyone's shit. That's why it's like it's hard for someone to come on here and not just be who they are. You're gonna laugh, bro. You wanna know?
When?
1806.
I already know. I told you, bro. How? You saying they really made the
Yo, that's some funny ass shit.
Go. It's the conversation. Yeah. Take your mind different places. Now you know. So yeah, we got Ace Highway in the crib. What's good, man?
What's good, boy?
Yo, thank you again for coming through. I feel very blessed every single time, man. Like, I already know this is about to be an interesting motherfucking conversation. Yo, so from the last time that we seen each other till now, you had a very interesting story that happened at this park. Or is that something that we can speak upon?
Nah, yeah, you can chop it. Yeah.
All right. So break it down, bro. Like, what's that about?
Yeah, I must have filtered up. Yeah, so I was trying to edit this music and all that, so went to this park. I thought it was a park. It wasn't a park. I think it was like, so it ended up being George Washington Masonic Temple, whatever. Like the first Masonic temple of all time, I don't know, or over here, whatever. So that shit it just got spooky, mad, like gravestones, you feel me? I showed you the picture, it was like some kind of like...
I'm gonna clip it in.
So that shit crazy. I don't know where I go, like some underground tunnel, and then there's the other pic, like I showed you the other picture, I go across the street and then point back at the... So it's just...
One in too.
Yeah, so that shit just like, I don't know what's going on over there. So just to fall onto the mound and then see all that shit, like, it was different, like.
And the chances of you being in that area at that specific time, right? Mm-hmm. Certain things are lining up in a weird way. Mm-hmm. Well, all right, yo, bro, break down something, and I really wanted you to tap in and show the people, like, your latest track, because I want people to hear you, man. Like, you got bars. And also, we got the speakers right there, so it's not even a problem. Also, thank you for bringing out your girl. She's dope. Like, this is a dope vibe. Like, I feel like that it's cool for you to pop out, and it's cool for her to vibe out too and just experience this thing too, because...
What's the joint for the speaker? So yeah, this box in one, and it's just on some like, it's a corner store route. You feel me? It's a bodega joint, like just regular corner store shit. Like, you got the munchies at the corner store. Like, it's just a corner store vibe, like a fun track on some type of shit. You feel me?
You had a lit night. You better pop out.
See, I gotta get the unlimited YouTube for. I be on here too much not to have it.
YouTube is the shit though.
Facts.
The premiums. You put louder.
like, fuck with your life like nah. I ain't from Chi-Town, son. Make Illinois take a shot. For every liquor corner, bodega store, chicken spot. Come and get it when it's hot. Skinny, but I'm really not. Ran down on many blocks. Now I'm running money up. Shorty want a tummy tuck. Better hit the gym with the missing soup and bubble up. Fuckers up. Rip gas, curry shots. Welcome to the final four. Sliding if you want a war.
That's dope, bro. Hell yeah. All right, so what inspired that? You were just going to the deli?
Probably just smoking, son, you feel me? Probably just smoking. Honestly, smoking, heard the beat. I just came back from like Popeyes type shit. But yeah, same type of vibe, chicken store, corner store, like so in different hoods, like they got different shit. So I know like in Nook, they call they shit like the chicken shack. You feel me? Like, so it's the same shit, just a different vibe though.
Yeah.
But every hood got a Crown Fried though.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Or Kennedy's Fried.
Right.
I seen Obama's Fried.
Obama's Fried?
I think it's a DC thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, but you know the vibe though. When you see the spot, like I know the setting for. Like I get the chicken sandwich,
right.
Or they got the whiting fish with the fries. So it's always the same menu. You feel me? Like,
that's the shit about. That's why I love New York, bro. Like honestly, there's so much different shit. There's so much different food all the time. That shit's not working.
I don't think so.
Yeah, use that one. But there's always different fucking types of food. My shit is Thai food. I fucking love Thai food, bro. Like, if I'm gonna have my cheat day, is Thai food. I'm gonna do like pad see ew. Have you ever tried pad see ew?
No, I'm not really into Thai food. I do eat Thai food like that, but like I don't like. It's not my steez. Like I don't think it's like enough protein, or it's not enough proportion enough for me. Like, it'd be a lot of soups.
You going to the wrong spots.
Out
know, here, bro, there's a spot called Thong Lore, and I think that's a funny ass name, like Thong Lore. But like fucking they right? Like why do they call that? But whatever. Why not? But yo, they hook it up. They hook it up. It's a good serving. Dead ass.
I don't know. Maybe one day I'll check it out.
Try it.
What you saying about though?
What?
You said the Thai food. You said something about the Thai food.
Oh yeah, pad see ew, bro. That is my shit. It's like their version of noodles. It's just a little thicker. You know what I mean? Like it's just good. I fuck with it. Yo, all right, man. How do you feel about this whole transition right now in terms of in the music industry? Are you touched upon with the whole Drake and Kendrick and situation, or like do you not really care about any of that?
It's fake entertaining to me.
Right?
Like, it was entertaining. I can't front like it wasn't.
Right.
But
people were tuning in.
It's fake entertaining. Like so like it's dead now. So now what? Like it's back to music. Like where the music at? With everybody though, not just them. Like you.
Well, Drake just dropped that shit with Sexy Red.
Yeah.
And he flipped that whole BBL Drizzy shit.
I kind of fake heard that. I seen it on the gram real quick, but it don't got no playback for me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
yeah. It's just like an instant like, he responded to this little shit, but that's it. You're not gonna like keep on listening to it.
You probably hear it when you out though. You definitely gonna hear it when you out, but I'm not checking for it. I'm not about to play that in the V, respectfully, like, you know what I mean? But you gonna hear it when you out though, like.
I just think it's like a little bit like, what's this shit really about, motherfuckers? If it's really about a girl, isn't that shit kind of corny? Cause like,
I think that's too petty. Like, for all of that, like, to be about a girl, for them niggas to go that like, so basically, son calling son a petty. You feel me? And then on the other side, son is saying beat your wife all crazy. So it's like over a girl. It came like I don't think it's over a girl. I don't know.
You think it's just for the spot?
I don't think it's for the spot.
Why don't you think for the spot?
Cause like the spot, like you can't see the thing with the spot. Like, is there like really just a one number one? Like, it's
like, is there a spot in really? Or is that
like
right?
It's to me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, all right, so I think there was like certain number ones, but it's so hard to really be number. Like Michael Jackson is a number one type. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of number. Like that's the best type of shit. Like, so other than that, who you had like Big and Pac, right? That was the same period. So like they're like
or the Beatles. Like, type shit. The Beatles had mad hits.
But didn't the Beatles steal records from? So doesn't that drop you down?
That's a perspective to think about. I think, and that's another thing that people don't really think about a lot is even Elvis. Didn't he take his music You know, like there's so many different people that we look at as like, oh my God, this person was.
How they like? So I don't even know how they like. He not. I don't know, son. I don't really like. I can't talk about Elvis. Like I can't put him in. I don't. What he did. What he did. What he do for real? Like what's his contribute to the game? What he do? I'm asking. I fake know what he did, but what did he do? Do you rank him?
Me, no, but people in general, everyone. If you say who Elvis Presley is, people are gonna know.
I think he just living off the name by now, though, cause like
he's dead. Oh, yeah.
He definitely just living off the name. So I'm like, was he even that talented though? To even like, all right, so like, it's people that.
Is it about? That's a good question. Is it about the talent? Like at this point, is it really? Or is it just people are put in certain positions in a certain light?
So was it like always like that then?
That's what I'm saying. So like, cause think about it, right? And I spoke about this shit before, but like Van Gogh didn't know any of his fame, bro. He died not knowing what his art became. Homie cut off his own ear for the girl that did not even want him.
Yeah, some weirdo shit.
Bro, like, who right now, right? If a homie or some whatever, who the fuck, cut off his ear to give to a shorty that shorty didn't even want him, we would all clown this motherfucker. And that's on some real shit. We're like
wrong. So like, who about to accept the ear off top? You feel me? Like that shit is weird. It's so many weird angles.
That is a weird thing to do, right? But that's my point. People will crack jokes. They'll say this. They'll say that. They will not fucking make museums for the motherfucker. There's museums around the world of Van Gogh. You know what I mean? There's like it's a very, and I'm not knocking his art. Dope ass artist, but why didn't motherfuckers respect it while he was alive? That's all I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean?
Plot twist. What if Van Gogh's not Van Gogh? Like,
what if it's just a story?
I mean, what if it's about a real person, but it's a plot twist? Like, change name, face, and all that. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know. I'm just speculating because, like, the reason I say that is because, like, in history, has been cases of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you think this person look like this, but oh, nah, he's some whole other person. So maybe that's the case. Because, like, if it's something weird like that, why are you cutting off? Like, maybe it's a better reasoning to nigga just cutting off. Like, now, did you cut a nigga cut off your ear? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, he cut off his own ear and he painted himself as well when he got his ear cut.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, when it's weird like that, it gotta be some kind of logic somewhere. We're missing a piece of.
He was showing his love to this woman apparently.
Nah, I know what they told us. That's what
right.
I'm
That's what they told us. Right.
I know what they told us was like to make sense.
Right. To make sense of it. Right.
Because we don't know everything type shit, and that's so many years ago. So it's like, you know,
how would you know?
The story.
What if it was a bribe?
Pass on.
Right.
So
motherfucker cut his off his ear because he lost a bet.
I think somebody know, but we don't know type shit. Like,
shit. All right, bro. This is what I do when I ask you. I know this is something. How'd you feel about that whole Terrence Howard interview that he did with Joe Rogan?
That shit was fire. And like, when I first seen it, I thought someone was trolling all the time. Like,
I honestly don't even talk about other people's podcasts and that shit. And I love Joe Rogan, don't get me wrong. But like when I'm in the realm of this shit, this conversation, I feel like really could change the fucking world, bro. Like, it could change the world, but motherfuckers are not gonna look at it.
That's probably how.
But millions of people did it already.
That's probably how they built shit already before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of knock off the whole aliens built the pyramid. Like, if son could do that now, why niggas couldn't do that before?
Well, that's a good point. I think that we probably could have done it before, and that's why we go through certain periods. You know about
the information is suppressed intentionally.
It is, but all right, you know sacred geometry, right?
Yeah.
The Christ consciousness. Not only that, but like, all right, so I spoke about this before on this dude's podcast, and it's a really good way to think about it. I feel like, all right, there's so many moving parts in society, right? So to say that someone is in control of it all, it's, for me, I think highly unlikely.
Saying one person is in control of all of this shit?
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think there's a lot
chaos, bro.
I think there's multiple people that might be in control of certain things, but I think there's way more out of their control. So with that being said, right?
Mm-hmm.
If all these things, there's way more moving parts to everything, and society it was capable of having civilizations that brought out their own like milestones, like making the pyramid or making these figurations. These buildings, I feel like they don't connect the same way that these architectures that were built in the past connect to the earth and connect to the universe the same way that these buildings do, right?
Yeah.
Right. So then, if they were able to understand that then, without the technology that we have now, and we aren't able to connect the way that they were then, I feel like these things happen in cycles, which makes more sense to how the Christ consciousness, the circle with the square, the circle and the square, the circle and the square. What that represents is primitive man consciousness, and then Christ consciousness. And I honestly feel like, we go through periods in civilization where we become in tune and then out of tune, and so on and so forth. And some people that do resonate with certain things and not others, but as a collective,
to me,
it won't happen until
to me that's
it's supposed
logical,
to.
you know what I'm saying? And I think for people to get in tune is for a certain type of people off top too. But,
at the moment, but I think there's periods in time that it was different, because then how these people was able to do that at that time and have you need a whole mindset, you know what I mean? Like a whole collective mindset.
Who's to say that they didn't have the technology? Like I don't think we're the most advanced civilization at all.
That lived on Earth?
Yeah, no. I don't know, my nigga. Just off of like our architecture, like we don't make shit that lasts, my nigga. You feel me? Like that's easy to tell, like off rip, like.
It's true.
Nah, son.
Like how these pyramids and shit last millions, well not millions, well I'm bugging, but like, a long time, thousands of years.
What you just said about the Terrence Howard shit, information is suppressed. So like when niggas, he's not the first nigga to come out with some shit like that. So when niggas come out with shit like that, they get murked. You feel me? So it's like, this happened like, hey, so what's the nigga in Buffalo? Shit, damn, son, fuck it. So it's the nigga in Buffalo, black nigga, regular nigga, you feel me, had the YouTube shit, you feel me, his shit went viral. Then you had the wild mass shootout in the grocery store. He accidentally get hit, like, so it's like, this shit always on some goofy shit. It's forever goofy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So whoever the day is, suppress the shit. They don't want you to flourish. Like, they don't, know what I mean? No progression for real. And then that's a call back to what you were saying. This shit is pure chaos, my nigga. And how they control us more so is kind of like fear. You know what I mean? I think I said this to you before. An example of them controlling us with fear is like after the 9/11 shit, they hit us with the when you go outside today, the color is yellow.
Right.
So it's yellow. Saturday it's red today. How you know it's red today, my nigga? You feel me? Like, they hit you? Like, how you know? Like, so it's like, y'all controlling, I peeped that, like, so it's like, nah, like, that's a part of the way they control us type shit, you feel me? Like, but it's really, because you can really go outside and do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. So they're not really in control at all.
It's all in your mind.
Me? Type shit. You feel me? You can do what you want, my nigga. But it's fake consequences that's real.
That's real.
You feel me? Like
that they create.
It's fake consequences that's real. Like we got, you know what I'm saying? So what?
I think that there's another aspect to think about in terms of what we were talking about before, like with my country, right? It's like, there's a lot of moving parts in society. So even when people want to make a revolution happen, even in a certain place, it won't necessarily be the result that they think it might be, And there's a lot of underlying truths to how to create a foundation and keep it stable that I feel like a lot of people are not understanding. Like to think that this shit is all sweet, it can't. It can't be sweet, And also for motherfuckers to expect that like people are not gonna take advantage of their own situation is also cap. Because if you was in a certain situation, you would take advantage. Now, how far do people take advantage is detrimental to society. I think that depends on how much is like how big is their ego, how much do they want to feed, like. And I think if we want to tackle something into society, it would have to be through the person's character.
Yeah. Yeah, it starts at home.
Yeah.
You feel me? Morals and all that. But like that's so if it started at home, how many people got a stable home and all that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And we so busy, like we don't even spend time with family off top anyway. So all that shit is like design out the window. That shit been out the window. Like, you feel me? So and then the families at home, they on their phone anyway. So yeah.
That's true.
Type shit. You feel me?
It's a roll of the dice, yo. It's a roll of the dice.
Son, I'm on some like trying to get these acres elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
You want to live remote?
Not necessarily. Kinda yes and no. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I did that shit before in Vermont. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so now I know how to do it. You feel me? But how I want to do it takes some acres. But you cop some acres. You feel me? Niggas are not even off copping acres. Like, I really want that land, like, you feel me? And then get busy. Like, that's...
What do you want to do with that land?
A lot. Like, a lot, my nigga. A lot. It's a lot. You feel me? Word.
Do you want to farm? You want to make your own food? You want to, like, that type of shit?
That shit, like, that shit, like...
Hell yeah.
That shit, like... All that shit give back, too. Like, all that shit give back, like...
Shout out 12 Titan, breeders, cane corsos. When I breeded Tundra and let her have her puppies, I was watching 12 Titans on YouTube, and yo, is this woman that lives with her husband in this property that they end up getting over time, like, and they were doing this YouTube shit for a while, but yeah, they got their own land, bro, and it's dope. They breed their own cane corsos, you know what I mean, and they really show the people how to do it. Honestly, if it wasn't for her, and it's honestly her podcast, I mean her video, whatever, stream in YouTube. And yo, if it wasn't for her breakdown of how to breed the dog for real, I wouldn't have known how to done it. And it was successful based off of her judgment. So shout out 12 Titan breeders. 12 Titan cane corsos. Check it out. For real, tap in. Nah, for real. It was dope. But yo, is there a question that you have that I could take out into society and ask that question? You already know I do this in my podcast. That each guest I have, I'll ask them a question. I'll be like, yo, can I have a question that I could take out into society? It could be anything. I'll go out and I'll ask that question. I clip it in.
All right, word. Damn, it was a tough one though. When was the first Photoshop picture?
That's a tough question.
That's a tough one?
That's a tough question.
That's a tough one.
Not everyone's gonna know that. Who's
I
gonna
want the answer.
Motherfuckers gonna want to Google it. They're gonna Google that shit.
Niggas not even off that though.
It's gotta be a question about.
He's like, yo, what you mean, son?
Right.
Gone curve it.
Well,
Damn.
that's a good question though.
It is. Dum. Who got the best sports city?
Who got the best sports city?
Yeah.
Okay. Who got the best sports city?
LA.
LA?
Yeah.
All right, why?
New York, it's between LA and New York, but New York used to have good. The Yankees were good years ago. More recently, Dodgers have been amazing. Lakers have more than New York for sure. LA Rams have won more recently than the New York Giants. LA Kings are better. One more recently, I believe. Stanley Cups. All in all, yeah, LA, baby. Let's go Dodgers.
Thank you, man. That's cool. Who do you think?
I think it's us, bro. Like, cause
New York makes shit lit.
The type of fans we have and the amount of teams, you feel me? So you know what I'm saying? I think in comparison, who Texas got mad teams, Cali got mad teams,
Florida
got mad teams. But nah, like I don't think so in Miami, like they too flossy, like they try and get too jiggy, like they come to the game.
That's the vibe of the whole fucking.
I'm a Miami fan, bro, so I be watching the game. Niggas coming to the game like second quarter. Niggas been cooking. You feel me? Like so I'm like, damn son, but I understand. Like you in Miami, like I'll pull up in halftime. It's too lit outside. Like,
yo, you as a ball player, how do you feel about the transition of the sport throughout the 90s up until now?
Is dope, but it could be better. It's the same moral shit, my nigga. Like, but it's just in a different format.
What do you mean?
It's just in a different format of like the nigga Kobe was saying and shit, like rest in peace and all that. Like the skills, like the youth lack like the actual like basic skills type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they're like more athletic and all that. Like they're bigger, stronger, and all that now. But it's just certain like skills that they lack, and it's all basic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but one person that show improving, like he got all that, is the nigga Anthony Edwards. Though he in the playoffs right now. I think he might even play like a couple hours ago type shit. Like he been cooking. Like he in the Western Conference Finals. Like son is like 22, 23.
How about that Greek guy?
The Greek freak nigga.
Yeah.
Son 6'11",
6'11".
with skills, so he's a unicorn type shit. So
Shit, yeah.
that's super
It's
rare.
like it's genetics and skill.
Yeah, that's super rare.
Yeah.
That's super rare. Cause you know tall niggas, they don't be agile like that. They be goofy with it. Like, so if you got all that as a combo, like, yeah, you could definitely get a bag in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. That's wild, man. What do you think are some moving parts that people don't necessarily notice in basketball that, let's say, maybe are controlled by a certain other?
Shit is a business.
Right.
That's the
At the end of the day.
That's my answer to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, and then you could do your own speculations that you could bet on all these shits now. You feel me?
Yeah. How you feel about FanDuel? Do you fuck with that or not?
Yeah, I got money off the FanDuel. I'll get
Yeah?
yeah.
You know what to bet on?
Yeah, then it got crazier because it's like, because I know basketball is like, they be remixing shit. So it's like, certain shit like you just know, like you just don't know because you lost that ticket.
Right.
But it's all part of this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit fraudulent.
How about that shit with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney?
That shit is super weird, son.
Yo, motherfuckers lost a lot of
He
money.
chipped, son. Yeah, that was a nice come up, though.
Yeah, it was a nice come up because a lot of people was like, nah, he was not gonna win.
But what do you think about that shit? That shit was weird, bro. Like,
Bro.
so son went on some like conspiracy theorist type shit.
Nah, I think
Like,
low key,
he spoke
cheated.
He spoke on the what's the Grove with the owl. He talked about
yeah.
yo.
I think he cheated with some truth, but not necessarily the truth. But why do that?
Like he was like, what was that? Like
because yo, bro, at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, all right, I have this shit in a song, right? Where it's like, I feel like this whole shit is really like about pussies and thieves. You know what I mean by that? Mm-hmm. It's like, all right, so check it, right? If everything's about manipulation, right? And everything's about, okay, you can't even really believe in the sincere or the, pity this guy or pity that guy. Because why? Because in reality, a motherfucker can use that as manipulation as well. In society, let's be real. Mm-hmm. Now, if that is the case, and people in power know that that's the case, then it's really just a matter, if you're looking at what society is, to me, I think it's about pussies and thieves. There's some people that is going to take some shit, and there's people that will just stand by and be like, nah, I don't know. And, like, it's fucked up to say, but, like, what part of society that you don't see that?
Wolves and sheep.
Yeah.
Same shit, yeah.
It's fucked up, right? But it's just like, at what point did it not be that way? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I think that's the way of life, right? In all aspects, good and evil. You know what I'm saying?
But is it good or evil, or is it survival, bro?
Probably a little bit of both, all the above. Honestly, like,
because there's
chaos
some
out here.
Right.
This is chaos, bro. Like, you can really go outside. Niggas is outside doing whatever they want anyway. Like, so it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Word, like, outside. That's the funny thing about the outside shit when niggas be like, yo, I'm outside, but what you outside doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be on the porch. Like, but you could be on the porch doing other things. Like, boy, I don't suggest none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not off that, but I'm just saying, like, as far as like people be saying like I'm outside doing what? What you outside doing? Hopefully niggas outside investing in something. The shit they don't teach us, like moving OT, it was mad shit. Like I felt ignorant about like that they just don't teach us. You know what I'm saying? I be telling her about this water shit, how we're blocked off by certain access to using water. You know what I'm saying? So living in different states, even in Jersey, you feel me, with a conduit and shit for the highway shit. You can't access the water on the Patterson side, but in the Bergen County side, they can access the water with the docks right behind their house with the boat. You feel me? So I see that everywhere. That's all systematic.
Yo, by the way, I got a homie from Patterson, right? And he's like, everyone in Patterson knows me. And like, I was like, do you know my homie? And he's like, nah, I don't know him. And so I'm gonna show you him. I want you to see if you know him.
He a rapper?
He do rap.
I don't really be in Patterson like that with the crib out there.
You know
Nah,
what I'm saying? Younger dude though. So it's probably why
niggas probably know him though.
Yeah,
probably a dude out there. Shout out to him.
He was like, yo, I don't know. I was like, word, nah, the homies from Patterson. I know because you moved, right, from Patterson and the Bronx as well, right? You moved around a lot.
Been in Patterson for a minute though.
Word.
But like in Patterson, like they probably know me for like playing basketball or some shit like that.
Right.
Rapping probably.
Yo, when did you say to yourself, right, that maybe this life is what it is, but I'm gonna keep on going? That takes a lot of heart, right? So what inside you makes you keep going within it all? You know what I'm saying by that question?
Well, yeah, I don't really think like that no more. But when I did like think like that was when I was outside, and what saved me really was my daughter. You feel me? So I think you had asked me a question before. Now I answered it like, or somebody had asked me a question. It was like my last crime I ever did was like 8 years ago.
You did, yeah. You told me that. And that's when your daughter was born.
Yeah, so I just lined it up like that. And it was like, I was just coming to, that whole time period, I'm coming to a realization of what's going on outside, because I'm outside doing outside shit. I'm practicing the Santa Maria shit, you feel me? This shit is crazy. I'm like, yo, this outside is crazy. You from Venezuela, right? Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? Son, that's the priest, and he from Venezuela. So yeah, so outside it was a common understanding. You feel me? So it was like, oh nah, this shit is really about something that it was over my head, and I was saying I took it for joke. I was like, oh, took it for joke. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh nah, I'm lucky to be here. I should be here. Better decision. So yeah.
OD. Mm-hmm. That's the thing about it though. That's why I keep speaking upon how even in a country like Venezuela that was so rich and people looked at it as America, it transformed and changed to what it is now. And people don't really think that it can happen here, but that shit can happen. That shit can happen, bro. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's interesting, like, do you think that's gonna happen in our lifetime? Like, cause it seems it is, like, as far as like a whole breakdown.
It's very
like,
possible.
Whole financial breakdown.
It's very possible, you know bro. It's very possible. I mean, think about it, right? You're saying even in basketball, right? That motherfuckers are not understanding the fundamentals, right? Now, what do you think? Do you think that's only happening in basketball? Or that's happening in many realms of society? And like,
that's all I said. It's like the worlds and shit. Like, it's everywhere. It's kind of inevitable. That's how society is built.
And what do you mean by that?
That's how they engineered society for society to be today. You know what I'm saying? This controlled chaos. Like, no one person is in control of all this shit, but it is controlled chaos in all fashions, like in every aspect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of media driven, you know what I'm saying? and people idolize media shit, like,
All the time.
you know what I'm saying? So
But is it that they idolize it, or is it that it's like advertisement and you see it all the time, so you're engulfed by it?
it's all of the above, you know what I'm saying? It's they do shit to like it's media, like, you know what I'm saying? It's color codes, bro. Like, so if you know color codes, there's certain shit that attracts the eye and your psyche and all that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like so that's light. So it's like, what else they doing? They been, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So, you know, it says engineers, bro. It says engineers, man. You feel me?
There's so many layers to it, yo.
It's the Matrix station, right?
Type. Do you think they were actually plugged in?
On some, the whole
Type.
shit. That's too over my head. Like, I don't know if that. I don't know shit. You feel me? But like if that's a possibility, wow. I don't know. That's too over my head, though.
Type shit.
Yeah.
What's something right now, right, that you can say in society that's keeping you a little bit more dumbfounded?
Nothing. I'm not surprised, bro.
For real.
Look at like all the shit I've seen, like,
Nothing.
bro. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm 36. I've seen so many crazy shit. Like, live in New York, day to day. What surprises me? Nothing really. Like, nothing surprises me, bro. Sad to say. Sad to say, my nigga. Like, you feel me?
No, I understand.
Yeah, but
Because in reality, you don't want it to be that way for anybody, but at the same time, wouldn't you rather know than not?
yeah, hell yeah. Word, like, it's funny, like, I'll be around people, like, and they be, like, shocked and appalled by shit, and I just be like, I'm like, dang, you never seen shit like that, like, maybe for, like, ignorant, like, damn, like, you feel me, like, but, yeah, man.
Bro, what do you feel about our society? Like, do you feel that it's coming to some type of change, something's gonna happen now? Remember how we were talking about before 2024, how they started it off with Cat Williams and shit, kicking it off, doing some crazy. Some would say it's bullshit, some would say it's a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Some say, but then going into that, and then don't you feel like all these realms, right? Diddy, I said Diddy, Diddy, the whole shit with Diddy, the whole shit, like a lot of people, or do you feel like that's just a natural transition? Everyone always ends up getting got for whatever the fuck.
I don't know what's going on. But there's a lot going on. So, like, it's the election year, Trump and shit. Whatever's going on with Diddy.
You think Trump
like,
is gonna win?
Yeah, more than likely, like, you know what I'm saying, more than likely.
And what do you feel like that's gonna do to America?
I don't know, my nigga, it's a script, bro. Like, I don't say it's a script, like, I don't know, son. Like, and I feel like we have no control. I don't know, maybe we do if we was a collective for real as a people, but we're not. So thus that we're not, we don't have any control.
What do you think is the major thing that's stopping us from being a collective?
The society view of life. All of us, we have our own, like, biases.
I'm gonna be flat out honest, bro. I just think it's race.
Nah, I don't think it's more than that.
It is, bro. It's to be honest with you, it's race. You know why?
think
Because
so?
because
just that.
Yeah, because if you think about it, right, like a lot of us, for the most part, generally feel the same way.
Yeah.
But like there's language barriers, there's cultural barriers, there's like all these other barriers that keep us from actually even talking to one another. But
even race is not real though.
It's not, right, and you understand that. But the thing is that in society, there's still certain constructs that even, bro, if you're out here in New York, bro, like even me and most of the people that I fuck with are not like that, right? Because we're not like that. But the thing is that if you go into New York, you're gonna see what's the word? Enclaves. You know what enclaves are?
No.
Enclaves, ENCLAVE, enclave. Now that is an area that's predominantly held by a certain group. So if you're in New York, you're gonna see a lot of enclaves. There's like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain areas that you're gonna see a lot of this type of people, this type of people, and this type of people.
Yo,
So like even in a place like New York,
New York, bro.
Yeah,
like,
but
only here, like
only here. What you mean? Around the world, bro.
not like this.
You feel that way?
Yeah, not like this, bro.
All right, talk to me about it then.
Not like this, man.
Why?
Why? So I can't say around the world. I can say around the nation. And I've been every state. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, I know.
Son.
ASE HIHWAY, motherfucker.
Nothing is like this, bro. Like, I promise you, bro. Like, even like DC is similar. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got the DMV and all that, but it's still not the same. Like, this shit is so different. Like, you feel me? Within the boroughs is different, like you just said. So many different parts, you know what I'm saying? But then there's even different parts within that part, you know what I'm saying? So then from being from here, you can see a nigga get off the train, like, you not from here. It's a different swag, you feel me? So like, you understand
Yeah, you know
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
That's a us thing. So when we go OT, they don't even understand the element, that's over their head. It's like we from the future. If you understand what I'm saying, it's wild. It's like, cause
future in the terms of perspective, right? In the terms,
and we're living so fast that we're doing things that they won't even have to do yet because they don't have enough people yet to even have these obstacles and tasks to even think like that. You know what I'm saying? It's the type of shit I've even.
You feel that way, honestly, even in today's society. I feel like in the technological world and how everyone's almost keeping up with everybody in different places, that I feel like even the English language has
niggas don't
changed.
go outside no more, bro. So when people come outside, they weird. Like, even just walking around, they weird. They don't know how to walk around people. Niggas is weird. So you're not gonna see that like that in New York, cause niggas know how to walk.
That's a fact.
So when you go see niggas
different.
Niggas is weird. So
they're like NPCs.
Type shit. Yo, for real, son. And that's everywhere, my nigga. Like,
Right.
You feel me? This shit is different. This shit is different, bro. Like, New York is
But
different,
that's
bro.
another thing about it, right? If you go to the rest of America, like, isn't there just, you know what I mean, not to say it, but like mostly like a lot of white people in certain pockets, and then like black people be in certain areas, and then Asian people be in certain areas, and like or is it really? I'm saying like New York, there is a mix. Don't get it twisted, right? But like there's still enclaves.
Like it's the super melting pot.
Right, and within that, there's still groups that are just like, nah, I'm just fucking with my people, and that's it.
So I don't know. Let me ask you: is it more like that here, or is it more like that like in Miami? Maybe like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like
I feel like that is a really good, how would I say, example of a place that I really feel I think might be even more of a melting pot than New York.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Cause they are about the vibe. They're about the the good times. They don't really give a fuck about like who's from where. Like, can you just have a good time? So I think that you might have a good.
So I think New York might trump it by the population though.
Population, yeah, but what is that at the end of the day if people are not actually vibing with each other, yo?
Very true.
If people are just motherfucking just working here, bro, this shit's exhausting. That's why New York be the way it be.
All right, so question. Thus I'm not here no more. Who lives in New York now? Is it? I know it's not too many like New Yorkers. Like, who lives here now? Is it like?
That's a great question, bro.
You know
But that's the thing about it. New York is constantly influxed by different people, and if you're gonna really understand why, you have to understand property. Now, do you know who owns the most property in New York City? NYU.
Oh, all right.
So what does that tell you?
That makes sense. A lot of international students and shit.
Of course, and not even international, national students from all around the world. That keeps a very good influx of money coming in. Now, what does that do? That also brings workers. Why? Because workers are going to want to serve and also make money. And that keeps a giant influx of people here in New York City, not only because of the attractions and everything like that. That's just like the subtleties.
I got a question
Everything
for you,
else
though.
comes a lot deeper when it comes to about education and where people want to send their kids.
I got a question for you,
What?
though, especially about that. What do you think about the Columbia shit?
What do you mean?
Like,
With the protest?
yeah, I caught on late to that too.
I mean, like, that is expected. And when I was in college, you know, nine
was
times.
it a tension?
What?
They had tension?
Intention?
No, it was a tension like between.
Oh, tension.
Yeah.
I thought you said intention. No, but I feel like it's intention because and that's what I'm about to explain to you right now. Like when I was in college, I was taking this class that we ended up fucking protesting, and we had to protest because that was part of the fucking curriculum of the class. So I'm telling you that. Sometimes, yeah, it be
remix,
right. So sometimes it be students, right? But not really, bro. Sometimes it be the administrators that tell the students that we should do this shit, and you'll get credit for it.
It's funny you say that because I said that like a week ago. Like it's not. Some of these people out here protesting, not even the students. Like, no.
So check it, and that brings other people because people bring people. So when and that's why it's so. Sometimes people think it comes out of nowhere. No, this is planned. This is planned, coordinated, orchestrated for a very long period of time, getting people ready and bubbled up for it. So it's just a matter of how you understand people are actually manipulating you. And look, I'm not gonna lie, when I was in college, I did this shit. Cause why? Because I was trying to get my fucking grade. And also, I really believed this shit because they fucking make you believe this shit for real. Like, they really do. And guess what? When I was actually at the protest, I was looking around. I'm like, this shit doesn't make sense. Like, these group of people are talking about this. These group of people are talking about that. These group of people, we're all just here on different, really, different reasons. And there's not actual understanding of anything. It's just like misdirection.
That's why I
you know what I'm saying?
It seemed like control chaos.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. And that's why I think that
nobody's getting hurt. Right?
What was that last shit that happened? That big protest in the early aughts, in 2000s.
I'm not sure.
Wall Street.
I was just boy.
You know what I'm talking about?
Occupy Wall Street.
Yes, there. Okay.
I was just about to
So
ask you about
that shit, right?
You was there for that?
No, well, I mean, not like I wasn't out there, but was I alive? Yes. But the thing is that
I was looking like, should I go to that show? I was like, I'm like, nah.
So check it. The same thing, and people spoke about it. Is that okay? Yes, it was good in the movement of it, but there was too much going on that it was a misdirection.
It's always misdirection.
It's always misdirection. And but the reason I feel there's misdirection is because of cultural differences, perspectives, and understandings, religions, and so on and so forth.
But that's
there's
that's us.
But that's the shit that's fucking not having us come together and fucking evolve, bro, as a species, as a race. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers wanna still.
You might be right, bro.
Bro, I know I'm right. And the thing is, and I don't ever say that. When you've been tuning into my podcast, right? Like, when have I ever fucking said I know I'm right? I never fucking say that shit because, like, to be honest, I never know I'm right. But this, I know I'm right because, like, yo, bro, like, it's the funniest shit ever, man. Like, people are caught up within their own ego of what? People are jealous of black people because of their athleticism, possibly big dick, fucking X, Y, and Z, right? White people be having knowledge and finances and shit like that. Indian people also, and whatever. People have their own reasons to be jealous of whatever fucking reason, like, right? But it's all egotistical bullshit. Because at the end of the day, when you actually come together, you start to realize, oh, wait, no, this is not true. And this is not true. And this is not really true. And this is not really true. Why? Because you start to realize people are people. So then, all right, boom, the door opens up. And then you start to say, oh, wow, all right, so what's really separating us? The belief in culture. Look, I love culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. Because you get to experience different types of culture, you know, blah, 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 and all this. But it's all fabricated to control that type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and say, all right, we're this. Nah, I can't fuck with you. I'm this. Some like gang shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm this flag. No, I'm this flag. You know what I mean? And then motherfuckers wonder why motherfuckers created gangs in the first place. You know
what's always crazy to me though? Like how Dominicans, certain Dominicans, don't fuck with Haitians. Like, that shit was always so weird to me. Yo, that's like your cousin type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, a certain bias like that. Like, all the bias is kind of.
But that stems from a lot of bullshit too. Like, all right, so, and that's something that I was talking about in the podcast as well. So, if you ask a Spanish person, do you know who Simón Bolívar is? They'll be like, oh yeah, of course. You know, like he's the liberator of Spanish people, right? In South America and all that shit. Now, if you ask them who Alexandre Pétion was, they won't know. Alexandre Pétion was a Haitian general that was the actual dude that helped Simón Bolívar, not only with cadets, but with education to free his people. And that sparked revolution. Haiti was actually the first country to be revolutionized before any of them. And why? Because they did not take the shit at all. They were like, nah, fuck out of here. And that is the reason why they were free. Now, if you move fast forward, what happened when Haiti needed help? Nobody fucking helped.
Nah, they like the poorest.
But the thing is that like the thing is, why does that happen? Because of the ego, because of the, oh no, I gotta be in power. Oh nah, fuck this motherfucker, or because of that motherfucker. Or like in reality, you know what I'm saying? Because all right, so if they, you know what I'm saying by that? Because if they were able to come together for that shit.
Wasn't Wyclef the president?
You said who?
Wasn't Wyclef the president?
Who?
Haiti, Wyclef.
Was the president?
Yeah.
What do you mean, at that time?
Nah, like recently, like in the last decade.
No, I don't know about that. Let's Google it right now.
Yeah, you gotta Google that. But I think Wyclef was the president, bro.
Excuse me, Wyclef, like this?
Wyclef, yeah, Fuji's him. Yeah, word, him. He was the president, man.
No way.
Shit's crazy out here, word. He was the president.
On August 5th, Jean formally filed papers as candidate for the 2010 Haitian presidential election. Wyclef intended to run as a candidate for the Vivre Ensemble, Live Together political party. On August 20th, his bid for candidacy was rejected by Haiti's Provisional Electoral College. But he did attempt. That's fucking dope. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought you.
That's interesting.
I thought he was the president.
They were like, nah, fuck you.
Nah, because he was like offering certain shit. You know, on some presidential, like, I'll do this for the country, I'll do this. So, like, he was talking big shit, like.
But who knows? That's the thing, right? Like,
matter of fact, I think, damn, I don't know what happened with him. I don't know what happened.
I mean, how about Akon? Did he actually have to join the government to make changes in Africa? No, he just went. See, that's the thing. Like, why do you have to join the political party to make a change?
Thing, though,
that whole shit's a
there might be an answer to that question, because like certain people with money don't really control their money. So certain things you might be looking for their morals, their money, they're not really allowed to do that. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying that they're being used as a chess piece for somebody else's advantage?
Their image, yeah, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I don't know people.
And they're getting paid for it too.
I don't know people's deals and contracts and shit, but that's what it's hitting for. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
why would they just let someone rock?
You gotta think about it like, you gotta think about it like on some basic shit. We all gotta work somehow to eat, right?
Right.
How is this nigga getting paid?
Right.
Like, how you getting paid? What I'm saying?
What are you slaving for?
Type shit.
Shit.
You feel me? Exactly. You know shit.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
Of course, bro. This shit's a fucking grimy ass game. I'm just trying to dive into a little bit more and spark certain conversations that I feel like will last a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, now, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, right, and you're gonna say something to your younger self, what would you say?
Work harder. Matter of fact, hold up. Nah, do it yourself. Do it yourself, son.
Do it yourself?
Yeah, do it yourself.
Why?
Cause that's something that my man Doriel told me, and he passed last summer. So I came back, and I was checking for something. I was about to go to his crib. Mm-hmm. Then I seen on Instagram, his, like the like, you know, the obituary shit, like that shit fucked me up. So I was about to go to his crib, you feel me?
Damn. Like, you didn't know anything about this. You saw this shit and you're like, what the fuck?
Matter of fact,
Like, literally about to go to his crib type
so
shit.
look, I was making the Mikasa album, and I was we was talking about that shit, going back and forth and shit. So I was like, yo, I'll probably shoot a video at your crib and all that. That's like my brother type shit, you feel me? So I was like, yeah, you feel me, come through. So I'm calling, no answer, whatever. I'm like, all right, whatever. Probably busy, whatever. But I could just pull up type shit. So yeah, I was just on the gram one day just scrolling. I was like, what the fuck? That shit was crazy, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Some miscellaneous.
How'd he die?
That's what I'm saying. Some miscellaneous shit. I don't even know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, some miscellaneous shit.
Yeah.
So rest in peace, rotten and all that. You know what I'm saying?
It's wild, man. And, you know, another good part about having this podcast, I feel like, you know, I'm going to die one day. So at least I'll leave something behind in terms of my thought process and the interest of people that I had on. You know what I mean? And not to say that, like, I had some people that I had on the podcast that I'm not cool with anymore, bro. That ass. Like, and I'm just like, word? I bet. You know? But the thing is that in life, I find that it's all necessary for your growth. So I'm never really that upset. It's more so acknowledgement. It's also more of a understanding that, okay, you're not everybody's cup of tea.
Everybody can't go, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't go.
On some shit.
Respectfully type shit, you know what I'm saying? Which is cool though.
That ass.
But look, this is what I was saying though, right? So son used to be like, with this music shit, like, you really don't need nobody. You just gotta put in more work. Just do the shit by yourself. He been telling me that, like, but it took me mad long to get that. Like, you feel me? Like he been saying that, and then like when I finally got everything clicking, like then son just miscellaneously died. Like, you feel me? He was a producer. You feel me? Like,
Wow.
So yeah, shit was crazy.
Do you ever feel like I had a friend that I used to work with, right? And I say this for a reason. I want to see if you ever related. But he was telling me how when his mom died, his father got a call from her number. Or some like wild, weird shit like that. But she was dead already. And like, apparently, that she knew that he was cheating on her and that all this shit like that. And it was just like, so do you feel like that when people die, there is still some type of connection to the plane of existence? Or do you think that that is another fragment of people's imaginations?
No, I don't think it's like I told you I practice and all that. Like, remember I asked you about this?
If this is something,
I was like, nah, like that shit is really real. Like, and I don't have an answer for that. Like, cause that shit is spooky real. I used to want to know everything. I do not want to know everything, my nigga. Like,
that goes back to that shit that I showed you with the tree, right? With the two eyes closed and the one eye open.
Exactly,
when you zoomed in, you saw the yo, bro, homie did not see the screen when I showed him, bro. Some people are not gonna see it, bro.
Probably don't want to see it. Tell you shit, like,
you saw the shit, right? Yeah. Yo, can I show her?
Yeah, what?
Yo, all right. I want to show you this shit, right? Because it's a whole fucking story, right? But I want to show you this shit only to see if you could see it. You know what I mean? Like, on some shit, all right? So I went through the meditation. Make a long story short, I saw this tree. This tree spoke out to me. All over this tree was two eyes closed, one eye open. So, boom. Those are the two eyes closed, right? You see the two eyes closed, right?
And the open?
And the eye open. But check this out. When you go into the eye, it looks like a screaming mouth and a face screaming.
Like a
You see the two eyes, the nose, and the mouth screaming?
Oh, yes, right here. And the hair, the dark hair.
Shit's crazy, right?
The mouth, the jaw, with
Right.
the butt chin.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, right? You already know because I showed you this shit, bro. But it's just like, bro, like, and like how the fuck did that happen? You know what I mean? And that's why, bro, look, I believe in God. Thank you, God. But I also believe in nature. I also believe in the essence of this whole being. This is way more than what we think it is. And to confine ourselves to what other men think about the existence of God, you know what I'm saying? Like.
So look, remember you asked me about when I took the mushrooms and shit, in the woods and shit. Me, my other mans, and shorty and shit. So like, I'm taking the shrooms and shit. Like I told you I'm colorblind, right? Like,
yeah.
A little bit. So I'm taking the shrooms and shit. Tapped in probably like 45 minutes type shit. My man found like a Orioles leaf. It's an orange bird leaf. It's like the first time like I ever seen like orange like in real life that like that's a real orange. Like that's crazy. Like shit was glowing, right? So then I'm looking at the trees. The trees start talking to me, start chopping it, but it's not like they don't got a mouth on them, but they chopping it like. But then it turned into like a pop up of kind of like how it was like these 3 trees like just like this.
How they opened up,
and it looked just like that, like just like this, like it was on some 3D shit. Like,
well, a tree is 3D, but in this was it more so?
It looked like it was like a pop-up, bro. That's like the
like an animation.
Nah, it's not animated though. It wasn't animated though. Like it was live. Like it was. I don't know. The best I could say is like it looked like a pop-up book. Like, but more than that, it's communicating. You feel me? And it's trees. Like so, I could say that freely. I heard mad people talk about it, like you know what I'm saying, about like trees. I was like, that's all like damn the trees we talk on that shit different. Off the shrooms, like
the journalist that I had on the podcast, she spoke on this as well, and she was also talking about how like in terms of how perhaps we just lost the communication with the natural space.
We're mad ignorant, bro.
Yeah, bro. On some shit, like it's crazy. I honestly think that. Did you know that this is some shit that my mom would tell me. I don't know how factual it is, but this is some shit that my mom told me when I was younger. Was that animals in the wild would come together at a period in the year and take shrooms together. Different animals.
That's so fire.
I'm talking about different animals.
So look, on some high shit, right?
Ain't that some shit?
On some high shit, right? I was talking about this the other day. So like, I lived like in like Vermont and shit, like a different type of like living type of shit. Like, and I was thinking like, what if hood niggas grew up like in the woods, like, you know how fire that would be? Do you remember Peter Pan?
Okay.
You remember Rufio?
All right.
It would be like that, like, probably had the same gangs and all that, but it'd be like Crip niggas in the woods, like wilding, like it would be fire, like you feel me, like I don't know, on some high shit. I was thinking about that shit, like, and then like probably turn the woods up though, like I don't know, like we're very inventive. You feel me, inventive people, like so.
It wouldn't just being in the jungle.
Yeah,
it would be a whole.
It wouldn't just be dull, like you know what I'm saying. It'll be
lively,
very lively.
Right.
Yeah, like.
You know what? You know what I always think about, and this is, I guess, a fan of the movie Matrix, but when they were all together in that space and they were playing like that music, and it was like I think it was in the second one. I don't think it was in the first one. I'm not sure, but yeah, they were all playing music together. And it was like, I'm gonna clip it in. But when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, word, that's the part.
It was like some kind of cave party
type shit.
Yeah.
And it was like that vibe that they captured in the film, I felt like is the essence of what could bring people together.
That look like festival.
Yeah, but there's an aspect of festivals today that are still driven in ego. So that eliminates the actual togetherness of the people. When it becomes a more vibrational connection, it's way more at a higher frequency than people could imagine. 432 hertz type shit. You know what I mean? Like on some real peace and harmony.
So, but how do you even get back to that? Like that, as a people, like how do you get back to that if we're not in control of anything?
It's a good question, bro. It's a really good question, and I think it's the question that might change the world. I honestly do think it's the question if answered correctly. You know what I mean? I do not have the answer for that. I do not. The only thing that I could think about, honestly, is if people will get over their ego, and like.
You see that happening? You know how the only way I see that happening if people take mushrooms. Word to me. That's the only way I see that happening. Like, you feel me? Like, and I don't think it's a drug. I feel like it's some kind of gateway, like on some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, who the fuck was I talking to? What kind of entity is a tree? Like, what is that, a soul? What is that? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, nah,
well, if you think about it, right? Do you live longer than a tree?
We can't even answer what we really is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I see what you're saying, but
I
feel you.
You know
absolutely, you 100% facts. But you as a vessel, do you live longer than a tree?
No.
Exactly. So trees have a way deeper understanding of life, adaptation, growth, and understanding of the shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that. On that island I was telling you about, the Roosevelt Island, old ass trees, bro. You like 1800's type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, trees are crazy. I'm like, damn, son. Like, with these trees and seeing for real, like
or the redwoods.
I was there. Yo,
I know you told. Yeah,
them trees, my nigga.
I know the skyscrapers.
Yo, even like the whiff pause, like, you feel me? Like,
right.
That's like, that shit is
crazy, and to think that that's from the natural essence of Earth, right?
So like there's me.
Motherfuckers want to like that's
the tree. That's me.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
That's like that shit was crazy, son.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
But that's the thing about it. It's like, and that's my only knock on religion. You know, is that how are you not going to acknowledge
that's
the
your
Earth?
Only knock?
Huh?
That's your only.
It's my only knock. Yes. You know why? Because everything else I expect.
Okay.
That's the only thing that's like, really? Like, you're not going to look at this? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is just like, God made it. But we don't have to really like dive deep into it. What?
I feel like.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like most of the religions is kind of like, all kind of like similar in some ways, in the most part. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're all very similar, but remixed. It's all similar and remixed, you know what I'm saying? So I just like, I stay away from it. Even for me, like, my first name is a Muslim name, and then my last name is Jewish.
Right.
It's mixy. It's my earth Baptist, I guess. So for me, so it's mixy. Like, it's like 3 different things. Like, but it's all, I guess, like, I don't know. I believe in a higher power off top.
There is a higher power, but to say that we have to follow it due to somebody's scriptures, there's certain access points that you can see revelations and say, wow, this is concrete to life, but it also stems from life. And to not acknowledge certain things from life would also be delusional. So it's like, you know, of course, there's certain pieces of the truth that people can find in different pockets of the earth. But if we don't bring it together, then we're not seeing the full picture. You know, we're not really diving to the root of it, you know?
But off top, people too distracted anyway. Like people be having bad time and be busy. You heard? mad time to be busy as hell. Like
That's a good way to look at it.
like-
Mad time to be busy.
what for real, son? I'm telling you.
It's true. Because if they weren't caught up in what they think
See,
that
but look,
would,
you a person, you understand that, but like you kick ass at that. Like that's why people be asking, like, where do you get the energy from? Because you take advantage of all these hours of the day.
yeah.
Everybody's not like that. They not even dazzled to even think like that. Like,
Bro, I'm hungry. Like literally
but they don't
starving,
understand it
bro.
takes
Like
they don't understand
got,
the work. You like put the work in. Like if you want to do, they think it's an overnight. They thinking it's you lucky. Like nah, niggas put the work in.
OD,
feel
OD, bro. And I think you have to go hungry. Like it's not. It sucks and it's gonna fucking hurt and your stomach is gonna growl. But like you gotta be hungry for the shit. Like you gotta.
That's the separation. You feel me? From the people that make it and who don't make it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the everybody can't go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless everybody putting the same work in, put the work in. You feel me? Like, and how hard is the work? Like, is it really that hard?
Nah, it's actually just a habitual practice. That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
It's like, because
After
people are
doing it
creatures
once
of
in a
habit.
while,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
So once you get accustomed to your habit, it just becomes a part of you. And if you don't do it, you don't feel right. Like you really don't feel in sync. You don't feel like you're doing what you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And that is when it really sets you apart. It becomes second nature. You know?
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things that I enjoy about this podcast because it's not completely second nature. I don't expect what conversations may be stirred up within it, but I still flow. When it comes to editing and doing all that shit, that's second nature. That's like the easy part, you know, that I don't have to put my mind to. But this is different. This is a whole different experience every single time. And that's why
Post-production is just timing. Like, it's just,
right, it takes like 2-3 hours.
Yeah, type shit. Like, you gotta put the time in.
That's the annoying part that no one really wants to do. But to be honest with you, I kind of even enjoy that part. Because I start really looking at the whole conversation differently. And then I start to
kind of creating again.
Again, because you also find the times and moments that you even want to create a reel for.
Mm-hmm.
Or just, and if you do it right, you save yourself time. Because if you're doing it in the process of editing and you see that the time is here and time there, you don't have to go over it again, which is what I would do many times.
That's some nerd shit, yeah.
It's just like, it's so annoying. But you go through it and then you understand. And that's why certain processes make you a lot quicker and more adaptive to the situation because you go through it. But if you don't go through it, motherfuckers will never understand the shit. So you gotta get yourself uncomfortable. And that's another thing that my mom would always tell me. She was like, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Yeah. She would always tell me that shit. So I would always chase that shit.
What's
like,
that shit?
you know what I mean? So I'm like, I want to be uncomfortable. What's up? Let me be in this room.
Show you how to move in a room full of vultures type shit. Like, yeah. Right.
She understood people, bro. She taught me how to like look at people differently. Look at certain access points, know when they lie, look at certain facial expressions. Like, these certain things that everybody does, they have their own subtleties that they don't even notice that they do. Mm-hmm. But they do it without notice. And for me, I do things with so much heart and so much soul and so much purpose that I see through everyone's shit. That's why it's like it's hard for someone to come on here and not just be who they are. Yes, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you can't hide who you are from me. You can't hide who you are from me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just impossible. I'm going to see you. You know what I mean? You're going to see me. We're going to have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it be, bro. Fucking, when was the first time in your life that you felt connected with the earth? Besides not on drugs.
That whole Vermont shit, bro. Like that shit. Like, so, what made me even like move up there was like, someone was like, yo, they got a waterfall. You gotta see this waterfall. I was like, all right. So it was like 4 of us. So it was like elimination process type of shit. Like, you had to like skip over like this big ass tree. Like, you might get some mud in your kicks type shit. So the other 2 niggas was like, nah, I'm cool off that. I'm like, yo, if I'm all the way up here, I'm going to see the shit. You feel me? So skipped over the shit, whatever. And the water, I didn't even know they had waterfalls up there type shit. That shit was crazy. Like, so I went back home and shit. I'm selling weed and shit. I'm chasing niggas down for $30 and shit. Like, I'm like, why am I living like this? Like this is not life. Like, so somebody, yo, you just come up here, bubble, Went up there, start bubbling. So it's like a lot of nature, like water. So here at home in the city, right? Where I be at, really like Battery City. You feel me? Got the basketball court, the water right there. It's peaceful to me. Like I smoke there, like that's my spot. And then I go downtown, Alias or something like that, like at night, like it's water again.
You like Battery City because like the water
the
and
atmosphere,
like
like, that's cozy to me. That's my shit. It's basketball, smoke. You feel me? Like in the water.
Right.
I need that. Like, and still we don't even have the access to it for real. It's just there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I see what you're saying.
now you see what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
So now I go to Vermont.
Kind of makes me think of and not to interrupt you, but like, have you ever heard of Gantry Park?
No, what is that?
All right, so there's this park in the city. I think it's called Gantry Park, but you could only go in this shit if you live in the perimeter of that area. You like it's like a key, and it's a nice ass park, bro. It's well kept.
It's downtown.
Let me look this shit up real quick.
Well, fuck that's hot. How they got their own park like that?
Bro, it's a nice ass park. It's a small park, but it's still nice. Like you look at it and you're like, damn, I want to like just like smoke up there. Like, you know what I mean? Like let me rock. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's Gantry. No, it's not Gantry Park.
That's the thing about
park.
the city.
All right, hold on. Park.
You could do whatever in the city, but you need the money though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, super level city shit. Like,
yeah. Gramercy Park. There we go.
Yeah, Gramercy.
Gramercy Park. I'm
Gramercy,
bugging.
yeah,
Okay. Gramercy. Thank you, Google. But that you know Gramercy Park.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bro. Like it be shit like that people keep it secluded, right? In terms of what you were talking about.
Man, so look, going to Vermont, the access to the water. My son copped a boat. So you could cop the boat. We could cop the acres. The water is, I could have my own water line. I don't need access from the water from the
But
city.
how much are we talking about?
It's not it's certain. Yeah, but it's like I'm on some ownership shit, right? Like on some like, so I'm looking to buy some shit, but then I'm like, damn, I could really do this financially, me like, and I don't got no M's, but I could do some shit like I could cop some shit, cop the boat. And, we're not even thinking about copping the boat here. Why are you where you putting the boat at? You know what I'm saying? Like, but certain places you could really cop the boat, my nigga. You feel me? And really live like. So that's why I was like, yo, why was I chasing niggas down for $30?
But yo, I'm gonna tell you another thing. Just cause I speak to a lot of fucking hustlers, bro, and I'm talking about motherfuckers like especially out here. Like a lot of people come out here when they've already flipped their bag other places because like I'm telling you, bro.
Super up there.
Like I'm talking about super up. Like I'm talking about like yo, like motherfuckers come here because they've already been through that over there and they want to bring it over here.
That's different.
Like it's a whole different elevation, bro. Like motherfuckers out here, it's like it's a different. That's what I'm saying. It's a different hunger.
Me personally, I don't want. I'm low key. I just want to chill. Like
exactly, and that's why shit be the way it be though, and that's also why like in New York City, I feel like yo, bro, like if you make it here, it's a whole different fucking level, and that's why, I don't know, like, I love everywhere else. It's dope as fuck. I would go visit to mad places, but there's no place like New York City, bro. Like, I love it here, especially in Astoria. I love Astoria, bro. You know what's crazy, bro? Yeah. I used to come to Astoria as a kid all the time. Different periods of my life, I would live in different places in New York City, bro.
You like Astoria like that?
Bro, I love Astoria. Yo, I love Astoria. You know why? And I'll tell you exactly why.
So if you got all the bread.
Yeah. I'll still live in Astoria. I'll still live in Astoria.
Nowhere in Manhattan type shit?
Nah, I'm not interested.
Nah?
Not interested. I'm dead ass not interested. And I'll tell you why, bro. Because like Astoria is a place for everybody, bro. Like there's and I really genuinely feel that way. Like it's a place that you could have a family. You could be young and dumb. You could like be in your mid-20s, 30s, and like still enjoy yourself. There's just everything here in a real way, not in a fake way. And I don't know, I fucking love it here, bro. Like I'm not even gonna cap, bro. Like if I like had it, shit, a motherfucker would be right by Astoria Park. To be honest with you, like right by Astoria Park.
I would probably
Take my dog to Astoria Park.
I probably want to live in like, what's that shit? What they call that shit? Like Brooklyn Heights. It's like downtown and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Downtown Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, Dumbo.
Yeah, down there. Like.
Wait, is that Dumbo? No. Dumbo's West Side. I'm bugging. So that's like by what's that shit called?
Brooklyn Heights, like down the street.
That stadium.
From,
no.
Down the street, like by the mall. By like But I'm more right there, like where the finish line was and all that shit.
Okay, why there?
It's just like how it is, like how the buildings is, the location. You downtown, you cozy, and you in like the tuck a little bit. Like kind of like the movie theaters like up the street a little bit too. Like you downtown though, so like you're in the heart of everything. You feel me?
Nah, I fuck with that, bro. Like honestly, and that's the thing about it. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter where you are at. It's a matter of like where is home to you. I don't know why I love Astoria so much. I'm telling you, I've always came here when I was a kid, and I always thought that I was gonna live here one day, and then I ended up fucking living here out of fucking random shit, bro. I'm telling you, my life has been fucking crazy as shit.
You like
bro.
that,
like, and for me to end up being here is like, what? It's like, how the fuck? Like, and it's crazy because I remember being a kid and be like, yo, I wish, like, I want to live here. Like, it's weird, bro. All right, yo. So, do you know your numerology number?
Nah.
All right. So like my shit is 5, right? So I'm gonna tell you what 5 means, and I feel like that shit really is me. All right. So in numerology, the number 5 is associated with the planet Mercury, which is the planet of communication. People with the number 5 are said to be intelligent, adventurous, and good communicators, but can also be overconfident and talk too much. They are also known for being independent, social, and creative problem solvers, but can be impatient and sometimes cause conflict, which is mad true. In their careers, they are said to excel in roles that involve individuality and communication. But all right, how you get the numerology number is based out of your birth date. So when is your birthday?
7/4.
Huh?
7/4.
So 07?
July 4th, 88.
All right, so 7 plus 4 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 8 equals 37, which is 1. Because 3 plus 7 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, right? So let's look at that up real quick.
This numerology.
Right. So 1 in numerology. What does that mean? Numerology number 1. Numerology number 1 is ruled by planet Sun, making people with this life path number very powerful, hardworking, and self-dependent. In numerology, house number 1 represents independence, strength, and leadership. It is perfect for those who enjoy being in charge of their lives. These people like to have control and awareness about everything going on and around them. The number 1 in numerology signifies self.
Interesting.
Yeah. On some shit, right? Because everything's numbers if you think about it, right? Like, as people want to deny it, and that's why I feel like...
That's that matrix shit, right? 1s and 0s, the whole shit.
Not even only that, just everything, bro. Like, this fucking table is math, you know what I mean? Like, everything that we look at is math. So, if you think about even us, the golden ratio, like, everything is math, bro. Everything has numbers. Everything is... correlated to math, whether we don't want to see it or not. I was born on Pi Day. Why is Pi Day so significant to me? Because pi is the radius, the circumference of every perfect circle. And circles are everything in life. Like, in terms of, it's the only perfect creation in terms of how it's supposed to be made. You know what I mean? Like you can't even.
The perfect sphere.
It's fucking. You know what I'm saying? So, and even in sacred geometry, like the seed of life, oh no, mami, ¿qué pasa? Or the flower of life. Hey, baby, can you go over there? Good girl. And like all this shit, bro. Like the matter of how we look at math and how we look at ourselves is everything. So that's why that Terrence Howard interview was so important, because the breakdown of how we look at chemistry and math could be completely altered into a better direction to have us understand more and do more while we are alive in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if we keep secluding ourselves to this line frame of thinking, we will never see the three-dimensional possibilities that there is.
Very true.
It's like crazy, bro.
Well, what are they gonna do about that though? That's the thing.
I think it's happening already, bro. That's what I'm saying. It can't be stopped. Like, motherfuckers, it's going to be to the point where information is everywhere, so information is key. And if information is accessed at every point and every point in the world, motherfuckers are not going to be able to stop this shit. That's what I feel like. Okay, they could keep on trying to stop it, but it's not going to stop. Like, why are you fighting it? Why are you fighting it? You know what I mean? Like,
it's less control.
Yeah, but it's like, for what? Because you're not even living a happy life, you dumb motherfucker. Like, you're not even understanding how to live this life, you dumb motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you doing, you dumbass fucking bitch? You know what I mean? Like honestly, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel about it. It's like, it gets me riled up, bro, because it's the only thing that's stopping us from moving forward. And, like, if people are able to come together on this type of plane, it could change everything in our lifetime. In our lifetime.
Mushrooms, man. I'm an advocate of
mushrooms, man.
To break the ego, like, that's tough, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I would suggest mushrooms. Like,
It'd be that shit. Where's the chocolate at, though? Why do you think chocolate works so well with shrooms?
I'm not sure. My son put me on it. It's probably like a chemical type of thing, honestly, to tell you the truth. Like, so I think like if you got like a natural chocolate, like for real, like that's even better. Like, but that chocolate worked though. You feel me? So there's something with that. There's other shit you could eat too, but chocolate is like the easiest shit. But shit, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like some kind of balance, like, cause like you kind of like leaving here type shit. Like you here, but you're like floating. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Well, I be feeling I'm floating like type shit. Off the shit.
This is shit I was having a conversation about. Like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like not everything is for everybody. You know what I mean? Like weed, I feel like not everybody can smoke weed, bro. Like, I feel like I have so much energy, so it doesn't really matter how much weed I smoke. I'm still doing so much different shit. Like, it keeps me just boom, 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 boom. And if I was sober, bro, honestly, I think I would be mad annoying, bro. I would have way too much energy.
You know,
like
the way I
on
look
some
at it,
crazy,
like people's got to figure out like they, you know what I'm saying? They
Their
pros
thing.
and they pros
Yeah.
and cons. Like, yeah, just figure it out. Like, I guess that's like what life is. Like, figure this shit out. You feel me? Like, you gotta figure this shit out, man.
What works for you?
In all aspects, like, figure this shit out. You got like maybe people. I think people do have like certain blueprints that was passed on families. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that might have like a business model or something like that to pass on. But I don't necessarily come from that. So like, I come from figuring it out, and there's so many different ways to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, use your brain, like.
But that's low key better.
So if I figure it out, if I fuck up, I know how to do it again. I've done that so many times, like, you know what I'm saying, different aspects.
And also, the people that are constantly given the answer don't know how to search. You know what I'm saying? And that will come into play no matter what you do in life. No matter where you go in life, there will be a moment that you will have to search within yourself to find the answer.
Yeah, facts.
So if you constantly running away from it or going here or going there, finding the answer here or there, you're never going to be finding your own answer.
That's fact, though.
Mm-hmm. Yo, bro, I know it's getting late. Fucking shit's getting like sleazy. Yo, is there anything you want to say to the people before we go?
Yeah, highway.com and all that, you feel me? Mass media, more videos, all that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Highway.
And do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, man. Why was they building all that? How was they? My question to you is, how was they building all those colleges, state buildings, going to war in the 1800s? From the 1800s to the 1900s. I want to know, how was they doing all that?
Why do you think I have the answer?
I'm sure you're going to look it up somehow.
I mean, look, the only thing that I can think about, right, is that in those times, there was less technology and roots of truth for individuals to find for themselves. So they were easily manipulated. They were easily manipulated in that time.
To make these structures?
To do anything.
To make the structures, all these structures, go through these world wars the same time. So these same men in these world wars
are also building these, right?
Right.
It is interesting to think about. No, it is interesting to think about. Yeah.
It's a lot, and there's even more. Like that's all. So that's. I was like, yo, check your kitchen. When did they make baking soda? When was?
Right.
Nah, this is.
This is new shit.
New shit. Damn.
Yeah, but hey, look, I get what you're saying, but it stems like if you think about the can itself, probably came from the 1800s. You know what I mean? This type of the patent.
This is the shit that they just don't teach us for sure.
Actually, let's look it up real quick. When did the patent of the can? No, when was the patent of the can created?
It could just be like, when was Duke University created? Like,
yo, you're gonna laugh, bro.
Yeah.
You wanna know?
When?
1806.
I already know. I told you, bro. How? You saying they really made the can?
Yo, that's some funny ass shit.
Really made the can in 18 like, it's the first can.
Ass shit. Why is it 1806 though? Why is it 1806, bro?
See, you thought I was playing. I was
that's some funny shit.
Serious,
yeah,
bro.
that's some funny shit.
That's the first can. 1806. It's the first time we ever seen a can. Ever in America. Here. It's the first time.
That's some shit.
I'm not off like we was the most civilized, like technology.
Well, I feel like many will say the Industrial Revolution, right? The Industrial Revolution came in the 1800s, no? When was the Industrial Revolution? Let's look it up. Industrial Revolution. 1760 to 1840. Yep. Yeah. Well, that created
everything. How? Nah, bro.
Factories, assembly lines, people. Look, the thing is that all right, I could believe that this shit happened.
Matter of fact, just check the dates. Don't even have to check the wars. Just check the dates of what was going on. How in the hell? It's not possible. I hit you with a gem. There's a picture from like 1800 of the whole city of San Francisco. No people at all, bro. It's just the whole buildings, like shit was reset, like, you feel me? Like, that was already people's shits, like, you feel me? Like, then we repopulated that shit, like you see the whole, what was it, panoramic picture of the shit, like, nobody, bro. Like, there's no horse, no nothing, my nigga, like.
That shit's crazy.
You see that shit, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna clip it in too.
Word. So, like, shit is fake history. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
How did they even get this photo?
exactly. Who took the picture? So remember I asked you about the Photoshop shit? Like,
Yeah.
like this shit that we see, like
You talking about this shit, right?
Yeah. You gotta be careful with the shit that you actually see, like what you actually looking at, like for real, like how can you really vouch for what you see, like, you know what I'm saying? It's that crazy, and it been that crazy. Been that crazy, son.
That's true, yo. Oh, that's another thing that Terrence Howard was talking about, bro. The structures of homes. He said homes should be like shrooms, bro. Like mushrooms, bro.
Awesome with the earth, like that's homes, like look, like that's what I said, like look at how we build shit now, like that shit is in the wash, my nigga, like, you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't
like,
last.
at all, son. It's in the wash, son. It's
Right.
just folding, like.
It's crazy, bro.
And we can't build to make shit last. Like why? Or the technology's lost. Why we can't go to the moon? We lost the technology, my nigga. We lost that shit. Like,
Or we never went.
yeah, I don't know if you already know the answer, but yeah,
That I was talking about it the other day. That shit looked like Power Rangers, bro. You saw that shit?
that shit been.
That shit looked like a clip from Power Rangers, bro. That shit how it.
That shit always had. I don't know. To me, that shit always look fugazi, like off top, like it looked fake. Like,
That shit looked fake as fuck, bro.
But you know about the what's that nigga name? The movie director.
And for them to you also get the perspective of going up. How the fuck did you get a camera in that time to do that?
So look, what's the nigga name? The movie director, bro. Eyes wide shut, nigga.
Which one?
That's what they said directed the moon landing. The nigga that shot Eyes Wide Shut. You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so they said they paid him to make the moon landing. Then they murked that nigga because he made the Eyes Wide Shut shit. You seen Eyes Wide Shut before?
Nah, I never have.
Oh shit, son.
It's a good movie?
Oh man, it's crazy.
Oh man, I gotta see it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. It got Tom Cruise in it?
Yeah.
This motherfucker don't die.
Tight shit.
He got some like crazy other gene or some shit they're putting in him.
I don't know. What is he? Scientific? What is this shit?
No, what is it?
Scientology?
Scientology.
Yeah.
He said scientific.
Peace God. he's
But it works.
Yeah,
It works. That's just funny as fuck.
That's crazy. He's not scientific. That's crazy.
All right, bro. I know it's getting late, bro. We could talk for hours, man. Yo, where can the people find you?
ASE High on everything. Highway.com.
You heard? Yo, so yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Ago, it's the conversation. Yeah. Take your mind different places. Now you know. So yeah.